Hi witches, recipe. This is White Raven over here. Today's Monday, so happy Magic Monday to all of you guys. We have over here Charlie.
After so many requests of me being in another video, I am back making another spray.
Another spray for you guys, something that you may need right away, or something that maybe you want to just save this video and do it later on at some other moment in your life. But by the way, please, if you like this video, thumbs up, spread the love, please subscribe. Yes. I should be uploading right now a video that I just finished making on the 7 African Powers oils, and this is my very favorite recipe, and that's gonna be it for the 7 African Powers. I'm not gonna talk anymore about Santeria because I don't practice Santeria, but I wanted to share that with you guys. Okay, so Charlie's a little bit sick,
so my voice sounds extra sexy. And I have a beautiful cough, so I apologize in advance. But I'm here trying to help you guys out, make yet another spray. I feel like this one might be just a tiny bit easier. It took me a long time to get it together, though, because I had a hard time finding a decently priced Neroli oil. And I had a really hard time finding rose oil that was also affordable and didn't smell like plastic, as well as lemon balm, aka Melissa essential oil.
So let's talk a little bit about the spray that we are making today. First of all, I want to share with you guys that this spray is, the recipe is from this awesome book that I have shared with you guys before, 1001 Spell by Cassandra Eason.
There's so many good things in this book.
Yes.
If you don't have this book, you really need it in your life, because you could just flip through the pages and find random things you didn't even know you needed until you find it.
Correct. And that usually happens with a lot of the books. Like you get books and then suddenly you find spell that you never in a million years thought you will need it, but you do. So yeah, the best thing you can do is collect all the books that you can when it comes to magic. And also I want to share that this is one of the books that we also use to check correspondences.
Yeah, and we also use the one that's underneath that microphone.
And yeah, we have a microphone, and sorry about the noise that we're making right now, but we also use this one. I really love this book. I have talked to you guys about this book. There's a lot of recipes on oils in this book. It's a good book to have. It's a little bit hard to follow. This correspondences book is also a little bit hard to find your correspondences. But you know,
I feel like once you start understanding how the way this book is ordered, put together, you can find things pretty easily.
But there you go. We're giving you information as to where to find the recipe and where to find the correspondences, even more. A recipe book for oils. So we're sharing all this with you guys.
And to add even to that, because I know you guys are going to start asking where I found these oils. So a lot of these oils I ended up getting from Amazon. When I started getting into essential oils, I bought this. And this is a pretty basic starter kit. It's not the best, but then again, that's why it's a starter kit. It's called Naturgix Nirvana.
Yep.
We could link it in the description.
We can do that for you guys.
And then everything else, you have the Now. This Now brand is not, you can't even see it, but this Now brand is not necessarily the best either, but it works. It works for what we need. So
sorry about the ring light, guys, but this is the brand. We get this sometimes in GNC.
That's exactly where I found it.
Yes.
And then everything else, like I said, it's all from Amazon, because after many reviews, I just went ahead and bought these. A really good essential oil brand that I know of is called Plant Therapy. Some of their essential oils range in price, but that's besides the point. But we will link everything in the description below.
We also, and I shared this with you guys in my past video, one of the places that we also use a lot and we trust a lot when it comes to buy essential oils is Whole Foods Market.
Whole Foods?
Yeah.
Not necessarily trust, because you can find a lot of those things at Wegmans and, again, on Amazon.
And these are supermarket. Whole Foods and Wegmans are supermarkets. For those of you that are not from the United States, that's why we get them.
They're hella expensive.
They're a little bit bougie, yeah, but this is what I do for you guys. Sometimes we spend $100 or more buying essential oils and herbs.
Oh my god, talking about herbs, if you live near a Mom's Organic, you need to go and buy some herbs from Mom's Organic, because you could serve your own herbs in these plastic bags, and they're so cheap and they're so good. Oh my god.
And the importance of getting the right herbs and the right quality herbs, and please do not get frustrated or sad if you don't have the access to it. I already told you that the most important thing in your spells is going to be your intentions. I'm pretty sure that any ancestor, deity, whoever you're using to this magic understand your economical situation. Yeah. But if you can go the extra mile, and this is something that I tell you in my past video, please do, because the purer and cleaner and organic and all that stuff your ingredients are, it's more of a cleaner energy that's going to go into your spell. It's like putting really high octane gas in your car and not putting the really good gas in your car if you have a sports car, if you know what I mean. So it's still gonna run, and everything's about intentions, but please make sure that if you can go the extra mile, please go ahead and do it.
And I feel like sometimes, now that I feel like we've both gotten into essential oils really hardcore, sometimes you could even replace some of these herbs with oils.
Correct.
Like, I was making a really nifty little traveling bag for when I was going back home to Puerto Rico, and I didn't have orange blossom flowers, and so she ended up giving me orange blossom essential oil, and we used that instead. So it's kind of like a counterbalancing kind of thing. So yeah.
So there you go. So let's go to the oil. Okay, so this is
anti-negativity home spray, because obviously I'm all for anti-negativity anything, and trying to find different solutions for places that I can't be burning sage and incense and all that fun stuff. So,
tell me, what would you use this for exactly?
What would I use this for? So the reason I started looking more into what things I could use for places that don't allow me to burn sage and incense is that I came to the conclusion I can't be burning incense and sage at my work. And I work in an industry that has a lot of people coming in and out of my place, suite, building, and a lot of people carry a lot of different stuff. It's almost like a therapy session for a lot of these things. Her video uploaded, just letting you guys know.
Parentheses, I'm sorry. The video uploaded so you can see it. I'm sorry. Apple has been doing crazy upgrades and stuff. So my video got stuck in there like for 2 hours. Proceed, I'm so sorry.
So there's just a lot of energy that gets collected in these places, and I'm someone who's very sensitive to that, and I could feel that, and I could tell how stagnant energy affects a team dynamic and even how we feel towards the guests that we serve. So I came up with the first video that you guys saw that she uploaded. And although it was great, I realized, well, it starts smelling weird after a little bit. So I thought, well, let me try to see if I find something else. And as I was
I just love how it smells. I'm sorry.
It smells so good. It smells like soap. It's so good. As I was flipping through this 1001 spell book, I ended up finding this spray, but it took me so long to actually do it because I didn't have all the oils, and like I said, a lot of these oils are so expensive, and you have to go review through review to make sure you're not getting something that smells like plastic. And right now I can't smell anything, but they smell
probably getting me sick.
good. They smell pretty good.
So tell me, and then a little bit. So we're going to use this for home. Okay,
yeah. Home,
it's not limited to, but this one is refer us to an oil for home, but it's not limited to, and it's good for when you have like guests with really bad energy. There has been some kind of argument or quarrel in the house.
Really sad. You live with someone who suffers from mental health issues. I mean, sometimes we just bawl randomly for whatever we're feeling on the inside. You spray this spell, same thing, and it's just gonna lighten everything up.
Correct. So tell me a little bit of all the ingredients that you use for this oil and this spray. Guys, I gotta tell you, this smells truly beautiful. This smells truly, truly, truly beautiful. It reminds me of soaps, but not the soaps that we use nowadays, but all very antique oil. Like almost, I would imagine that in the Renaissance time, this is how soaps used to smell.
Or even like perfumes.
And the perfumes, yeah. It's just smelled truly beautifully. You should give yourself a try. You should give it a try and make it because you really legit are going to enjoy this aroma. It will uplift your energy immediately. So tell me about the ingredients that you have for this oil, and if you can share with us a little bit of what they do, what they're for.
So obviously you're going to need a spray bottle first and foremost. Water. I used my moon water that you guys saw in the past video because I just had a huge gudge.
For the people that did not see the past video, this is a jug that she fills, and on the full moon she'll put it outside and have it bathed by the moon rays. All right,
and I pick it up right before the sun comes out.
So that's moon water.
Yeah. But you could just use distilled water. Like in this book, she explains you could use distilled water. Doesn't really matter. I just wanted to go that extra mile and put that in there. But the oils that it requires is chamomile, jasmine, lavender, lemon balm / Melissa. Melissa is, I think, the common name for it when you're looking for it. But that's what I came across. Neroli, rosewood, which I did not have, and I just didn't worry about it. I never know how to pronounce this, so don't judge me, but it's
Ylang.
Something.
I said Ylang. Maybe, I don't know.
That one. And then lemongrass. So, a little bit about these oils. I decided to go ahead and make some little notes to myself on what these oils, what their correspondences are, because she had the oils, but I had no idea what they did.
Can I interrupt you 1 second?
Sure.
So, guys, this is why you have your book of shadows. In your book of shadows, you're going to be writing down not only your spells, but all the things that you learned. And these are the books that you're going to be referring to when you need the same oils. Yeah, you're going to have references book, but it's so awesome when you write in your own book of shadows all the things that you have learned from these oils and the results that you have experienced yourself with the use of this oil. Proceed.
Facts. So, I decided to just write little notes to myself on all of these oils because I had no idea what they meant. And in the book, it says that you could put 10 to 15 drops of all these oils. But I kind of wanted to modify that a little bit because it's a lot of oils I was going to be putting in there, and I didn't want all these smells to kind of clash, and I wanted to see which ones I wanted to put 10 to 15 drops of, etc., etc. So, we're starting with jasmine oil. This lovely oil, fun fact, actually helps with coughing fits, and I ended up making myself a rolling blend for my chest so I could breathe. But what it does is it encourages self-confidence, optimism, and intuition, dispels dark thoughts and worries, alleviates anxiety, mood balancing, and eases tension. So I decided to actually not put a whole lot of that one in there, and you'll find out why. And please note, this is very important. If you start to diffuse oils, or if you already do not diffuse this oil for more than 2 hours. It is very strong in scent and can actually cause a lot of negative side effects like headaches and nausea. So, keep that in mind.
Food for thought. Which is funny because you guys know, if you saw my video, if you're going to see my video about the 7 African powers, I went a little bit overboard with my jasmine because I love it. Because this represents some of the female orishas. But we're not diffusing that oil. It's just for anointing stuff.
Which is fine because you're not diffusing it for more than 2 hours. Yeah. So it's fine. Then you have your lavender oil, which is like a master healer. Everyone knows lavender oil.
It's life.
But it's a very nice antiseptic. It balances emotions. It helps restore healthy energy to people who are exhausted from nerves, which is why, like the color lavender, you have amethyst, you have the lavender oil, and then you have just the lavender color. It's a really nice, soothing color. So if you have someone who suffers from insomnia, who has really bad depression or anything like that, or is really anxious, usually this color, I notice from a lot of the reading I've done, helps those kinds of issues and situations. And then it's helpful with those with insomnia, which is what I just said. And then you have lemongrass. She loves lemongrass. I like lemongrass because she made an oil that has to do with migraines, and it's so great. But it helps relieve depression and fatigue, improves mental concentration, and it also calms the nerves.
So good.
So if you haven't noticed the pattern already, a lot of these oils have to deal with relaxing the nerves, helping with any kind of moods, help balance everything. Then you have rosewood. I really wish I had rosewood. I was reading, I think I found all the rosewood stuff in that book. I don't remember what it's called.
Okay. Complete Formulary of Magical Oils.
That one. Mm-hmm. And it started explaining a lot about, I think it comes from a tree, and you use the wood and the oil for a whole rack of stuff, and it's a pretty nifty thing. But I wish I had this one because the book described it in a very nice way, and I really wanted to smell it, but I don't have that luxury right now. But it's very calming and harmonizing for mood and body. Gentle relief for period pains. Fun fact, ladies. Helps cramped and fatigued muscles, reduces anxiety, reduces stress, and relieves depression.
So instead of... I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Helps stabilize mood swings and then diminish aggressiveness. Go ahead.
That's really interesting, diminish aggressiveness. Taking in consideration we're making a home peaceful oil. That's pretty cool. So instead of the rosewood, you use...
We'll get to the rose because the rose is
in here too. Okay.
So rosewood and rose are two different things.
Correct.
They have different properties.
All right.
But the whole diminishing aggressiveness, I mean, it does mention that you will use this oil if there's a fight or anything like that. So it will reduce that angry energy that you have up in there.
Guys, there's a few books that you really should start getting if you are into witchcraft. You have to help yourself with everything that Mother Nature gave us, you know. So you should have some correspondences book. I also have the Scott Cunningham Encyclopedia of Herbs.
Same.
We also have some books on how to make tinctures and oils and all that stuff, because this is part of the raising energy, keeping energy, and that's part of what magic really is keeping and maintaining and raising specific energies around you for you to have the outcomes that you are searching for. So,
and hey guys, if one of the things is that you're not out to your family about witchcraft, you can always just download these on Kindle. I ended up using my Kindle app because I have Amazon Prime and I never use my Kindle. And I find it a little bit easier because I highlight so much stuff that it gets to the point that when you're flipping through pages, it takes you 5 years to actually get to what you need to. With Kindle, you could just search it up and you find it, and it's so much easier. No one's going to know that you have these books. It's so easy to get, and I feel like when you get them on Kindle, they're a lot cheaper too.
Not only that, guys. A lot of you guys had asked me and had told me my family doesn't know that I'm a witch, they're Christian and whatnot. This is a very beautiful way for you to perform magic and do witchcraft, and nobody's gonna know.
I mean, it smells like soap.
Yeah.
It smells delicious.
Because this is such a trendy thing right now. Everybody's doing, well, I don't want to say right now, but it's trending. It's trending more now than before. So just blame it on you just like the smell of the oils. And that's aromatherapy. There you go.
Ma'am, aromatherapy. All right, so moving on to next oil, we have, how do you like to say it, ma'am?
Ylang.
That oil. It's a nice antidepressant. It encourages production of mood-lifting endorphins. So it's a pretty awesome oil. After I read that, I was like, ooh, I want to use a lot of this one. It reduces pain, it raises spirit, and it relieves tension.
Can I say something really quick?
You are more than welcome to.
It is my experience, guys, that I have smelled Ylang and like when you go to like fests and carnivals and like very green thumb people festivals, you walk by a place that they're selling oils and you smell Ylang and it's like, this is so bad. But in reality, oils that are not very good are not going to smell very good. When you get high quality oils, and I'm telling you this because probably some of you guys hate patchouli, some of you guys may hate Ylang, and in reality, when you have high quality oils, they truly smell amazing. Give it to you.
Chamomile. Woo. So I got this one at the Ren Fair, and I forgot to mention that. We go to the Ren Fair at least once every year. And there's this cute little shack that sells all these wonderful oils, and I managed to find, I think it was 5 oils that I was missing that I really needed. So thanks to them, I have my chamomile finally. But chamomile is balancing, it calms emotions, it's grounding, it's healing, inner peace, blessing, harmonies. That's why we drink it as a tea before bed, because it's fabulous. And then we have lemon balm, which is, again, Melissa. So I didn't know that, but every time I searched it, it changed it to Melissa. So if you guys have a hard time finding lemon balm, that's probably why. But it calms, it brings clarity, it brings comfort, it brings healing when it comes to emotions, and it brings success. So a lot of these oils do bring luck, and they do bring success and prosperity, etc., etc. Which I decided to really focus on when I was making this spray, because again, I'm using this at work as well, and I want to bring prosperity and good luck for me and all the girls I work with. But we reached my favorite one, the rose oil. Rose oil, I did not know how much it did until I opened up this book, and this book has a lot of stuff about what rose does. So rose is a very nifty little creature. If you did not know that, now you do. What it does is it attracts affection, it banishes, it brings blessings, it calms, it brings compassion and confidence, it consecrates and blesses. Yes, all the goodness. Luck, happiness, harmony. It has to deal specifically, or it doesn't, not specifically, but it really is a nice home oil.
It just smells like grandma.
That was something I found in this book, and I thought it was very interesting that it is specifically for the home. It attracts peace, inner power. So this one I used the most of because it had so many, and this is only some of it. I chose not to write everything down because it had so many good stuff.
Well, you say that rose and maybe lavender are 2 type of oils that is a must in a witchcraft apothecary.
I would say lavender, because I've seen so many spells with lavender, especially because I do a lot of self-care and mental health spells that a lot of them have to do with lavender. I've only just now started noticing some rose, but not a whole lot. I would recommend it though, just because now I know all of the properties, and I think it's a wonderful oil to have on you, especially the Ylang one. And there was another one that I really like. Clary Sage is really good. Eucalyptus. There's a whole bunch of them.
But for now, those 2 that we're talking about.
Sorry.
Maybe eventually we'll do like a list of must have oils at home.
Must have oils. Yeah, usually the basics are really good.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Proceed.
No, you're fine. You're fine. And then, last but not least, you have the Neroli.
Yes, my favorite in the world.
I actually am not a fan of Neroli.
I am.
I love patchouli, but I don't love Neroli. But
my love.
But it's a cool oil too. It does free mind and spirit.
It's not cheap. Either.
No, but this one kind of was, but it's actually one of the really expensive oils.
The brands, yeah.
It helps free the mind and spirit of fears, tension, uptightness, and depression. Calms and relaxes nerves, love, courage, and luck. So it is also pretty nifty, especially, like I said, if you are someone who suffers a lot from mental health issues. These are really nice oils to have. But those are all the oils that I used. So, how to make this oil? We finally reached the point in this video where we learn how to mix all this stuff up. So, you're gonna, according to, do you know the author of this book? I always forget.
Yes, Cassandra.
According to Cassandra, you can use 1 or more. Obviously, I used more than just the 1 oil of chamomile, jasmine, lavender, lemon balm, neroli, rose, rosewood,
Ylang.
That one. So, if sadness, resentment, or lethargy has penetrated the home, and that is me quoting her, you will use 3 drops of neroli, 2 drops of lemon. And after I did this, I realized I did not do the correspondence to lemon. I actually still don't know what lemon does. I apologize. But she will probably look it up. So, 2 drops of lemon, 3 drops of lemongrass, and 3 drops of lemon balm / Melissa. So, my mixture, because obviously I separated all of those first, I was left with jasmine, rose, lavender, chamomile, and
Ylang.
So I had to figure out what I wanted to do with these oils. If I wanted to have 10 drops, 15 drops, or what. So, excuse me. So I actually ended up doing my own amounts of drops for some of these oils. Now, rose was 15 because I wanted that to be number 1. And then jasmine, I only did 6. Ylang, I did 10 because I really like the properties. Lavender, I did 5, and then chamomile, I also did 5. So the way I based my drops was, 1, I didn't want certain smells to overpower the others, and 2, I wanted to have more drops and less drops for certain oils depending on their properties. So kind of like prioritizing one over the other. I am going to redo this mixture at some point to see if I find a blend that I like better smell-wise. But until then, I really like this one anyways. So then you will put all of this in here with the water. You're going to shake it all up. And as you're shaking this mixture, you are going to say, "Spread joy around, peace abound. With this spray, I open the way to light, health, and happiness all around." And that's it. Now, whenever you go ahead, before she interrupts me again, whenever you go ahead and spray this spray, or if there's been a fight or someone's just not having a good time, you're going to say that lovely little thing over again, and just keep on spraying the goodness. And that is it.
So lemon is something that we have talked about because when we do the cut and clear oil, lemon is one of the things that we use. Have you see if you can visualize this. Do you know how when we put lemon in grease, it cuts the grease? So that is the power of lemon. Lemon is going to cut anything, any negativity. Is for longevity, purification, love, friendship. There's a lot of magical use, and now I am using the one and only Scott Cunningham Encyclopedia of Herbs. All right, so this is going to cut. It's going to cut. Lemon is a cutting property. Imagine a big sword cutting everything, cutting bad energy. Just the same way when you put lemon in olive oil, it just separates everything. So it's cutting. Let's just focus on that. All right. I want to thank Charlie. Charlie's awesome. I want to thank her because I know she's feeling really, really crappy today. But she still found the time and the energy to do this video for you guys because we've been wanting to do this together. I hope you enjoy it. I know it's very long. Again, just like I tell you with other videos, just play it in the background and listen to it. Maybe when you're driving, maybe when you're cooking, maybe when you're doing something. And if you need this awesome recipe, you have it here. I'm going to try to write it down in the screen. And thumbs up, share the love. Let me know what you think. Leave me some comments in the box below the video.
I hope it all makes sense. I'm sorry my voice is so raspy, but I hope you guys could understand and figure it out.
And enjoy it.
Yes.
Share it. And I hope you use it. And I hope it's awesome for you guys. Until next time, which is stay wicked. Bye.